Hi everyone, welcome back to Barre with Sarah. I'm Sarah, and for today's Express Barre class, it's entirely upper body, and we are going to be using the resistance tubes. So let me just remind you about the equipment options. If you don't have resistance tubes, don't worry, I'll give you some other options. So I'm going to be using my resistance tubes with handles. So this is the ideal option if you have this. Grab these, I have them in 2 different weights. For some of the exercises, especially the seated ones, the rotator cuffs, another option would be these nice bands. Why am I blanking on the name? These bands, whatever those are called. If you don't have either of those, that's okay. You can just grab a pair of dumbbells. It's not going to give you exactly the same workout, but it's going to be close. I would go a little bit heavier, so these are my 6s. I know for a lot of our Barre with Sarah workouts, we do lighter weights, like 2s and 3s. But for this one, to mimic the resistance band, I would recommend going heavier. You don't need support unless you want one. I have a mat, my towel, and my water. We're going to do a quick warm-up. I'm going to give you a 1-minute setup if you have the bands and how we'll be using them. And then we're going to get right into the upper body. So let me restart the timer and restart our music, and we will get started. Okay, so for our warm-up today, we're going to be doing some different things just to get that upper body nice and warm. So we're going to be opening and closing the chest, and then you're going to tap and back. Tap, bring it back. So my legs are in parallel, and as I open the chest, I'm just going to turn on profile. So I've got a slight bend in the knees. You could be holding on if you want. Really trying to open that chest. Think about those shoulders going down the back. Just open and close, open and close. I'm not going to get a lot of chest today. It's going to be more ancillary, but this is also going to open your front shoulder. Nice job. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to take those taps back. I'm going to turn on profile. So you're going to be staying into those hips a little bit. And you're just going to start tapping back and back. Your hands can stay on your hips, or you can shoot those arms forward. I like shooting the arms forward. 1, it's going to bring circulation to the upper body, and it's a good counterbalance. So you could also be holding on to the support and tapping. But if you can, I really want you to put those hands forward. You could also tap the opposite arm and leg. Nice job. 8, 7, 6, 5. You can hear me squeaking these socks. 2 and 1. Nice job. All right, go ahead and come over to the right side of your mat, and you're just going to step, touch, step, touch. So let's just get those feet for a second. Now we're going to open. So roll it back and roll it back. Just opening that front shoulder as those legs are moving to raise the heart rate. If you don't like this stuff, you can just stand in place. I don't like to do the same warm-up every time because it gets boring. So trying to do something different is fun. Let's come back. Now let's rotate that arm forward. Just one forward and forward. If you're feeling any shoulder pain, you can also just shrug that shoulder. But I prefer you swing it and forward. Last 2. And last 1. And tap and tap. Let's go ahead and bring our feet to the hip distance parallel. Sitting back into the heels so you can lift those toes into a chair squat. Hands to prayer. Twisting and coming up. Sitting back and twisting. Coming up. Getting those obliques warmed up. I ideally want that elbow to go to the outside of the knee, but maybe you can twist here and stay a little bit higher. Twist and up. Nice job. Twist it again and up. One more time, we twist. Stand it up. Okay, let's do our seating cat-cow. We've done this before. So rolling forward and opening. Rolling forward, arching the back like a cat. Pressing the chest open, collarbone forward like cow. So just doing this standing. If your name is Andy, you'll be happy. We're barely going to be on the mat. A lot of standing work today. Just feeling that blood moving in the upper body. Let's do one more forward and back. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. All right, so go ahead and grab your band if you have one. So let me tell you about some of the options and modifications. So I'm going to be using this nice band here. We're going to be doing most of our work single-sided. So that means if you have dumbbells, you'll just need one at a time till the end. Another thing to think about is that these come in a lot of different weights. So doing single side allows us to modify the difficulty. So for example, if I'm doing a bicep curl, if I feel really strong, I'm standing on my band, I can shorten that band to make it really hard. I could loosen the band to make it easier. This also helps people of different heights. So going single-sided, I'm pretty short, so not very hard for me to do my shoulder press. But if you're taller, it could be more difficult. So that's why doing single-sided helps. Another modification, if you don't feel stable, you can always come down on your knees. So now I'm kneeling on that band. So I can also press up, for example, here, or I can curl down here. So it's going to take a little bit of playing for you to find the right tension, and that's okay. You can always hit pause, get yourself set up with your band. As you do this workout more, you'll start to learn a little bit faster about what works best for you. All right, so like I said, we're going to do single side. So we're actually going to go left to right today to mix it up. So our first exercise is going to be a shoulder press. So holding the handle in your right hand or your dumbbell, I want you to go ahead and firmly step with your left foot onto that band. And so I'm just hearing a nice little turnout, and we're going to press and lower. Press when my palm is up and lower. Nice job. So what does this band do for us? It's slow and controlled. On both sides of the move, we have to control it. So what I don't want to see when we use this band is to push up and collapse it. That's not what we're going for. That's why we've got slower music today. We're just pushing through honey that entire time. We're going to feel this tomorrow. Down. Nice job. Pick it up and down. We're just going to be going side to side. Nice job. So you're standing nice and tall, a little bend in the knees, just a regular shoulder press. If you've got a dumbbell, same thing. I don't want you to ever let go of that contraction. Woo, and down. One more. Take it up and down. Nice job. Let's switch that out to the right side. So I've got a slight little turnout here, grabbing that handle. Palm up. Here we go. Up and down. Just like that dumbbell, we don't need to grip super hard. Up and down. We still want to breathe the same. So exhale and inhale. Nice job. Exhale and inhale. I need to use these more. They're so effective. And inhale. Take it up and down. Nice job. Take it up and down. Just checking my timer. I want to make sure that we get all of these great exercises in. Pick it up and down. Standing nice and tall. Up and down. One more time. Actually, two more. I lied. And down. Last time. And down. Nice job. Let's bring it back to this left side. We're going to do a cross body push. So very similar to the shoulder press, but instead of going straight up, I'm going to go across the body. So same little stand, slight little turnout. I'm going to have that palm up. I'm going to twist and push across. Rotate, come back. Twist and push across. So that rotation is coming where? Coming from my hips. And then I'm extending that arm, reaching across. Whoo, more shoulder. You're welcome. Make sure those knees are a little bit soft. Let's not lock it. Ooh. Nice job. Up and across. Shoulders should be burning. Nice job. Up and across. Bring it down. Two more at my pace. So this is all in time. So if you need to stop and start, that's great. You stop and start. And down. Let's switch that out. Come to that right side now. All right, so that palm is going to be up. So I'm going to press, I'm going to twist as I press. Twist as I press across the body. So we're thinking about going up to the corner of that room. So find where your ceiling meets. Oh, this side does not want to cooperate. So if something is feeling harder, the first thing that you can do is just give some more slack in that band. I'm gonna try to power through. You can also drop off your band or your weights all together and just continue doing this with body work. If you wanted to do this workout again, you could do the circuit twice and go just to body weight for the second time. 2 more, my pace. Woo, 1 more. Nice job, and release. All right, we're gonna move to a bicep curl. So go ahead and come into parallel for me. And we wanna maintain tension even when we're down here at the lower part. So this, I've got tension at the top, but then it just flops at the bottom. So you might need to shorten the length of your cord just by stepping on it a little bit further. Here we go, up and down. This is just a regular bicep curl. Whoo. And again, try not to overgrip on your weight or on your band. So you can keep a flat palm on this band handle. You can just make the OK sign. So having the finger, the thumb and the pointer come together, that's another way to do it. But don't waste time. Sometimes when I see people this, they're just white knuckling this band. You don't have to. Whew. Nice job. Pull. That elbow is glued to that side. Up and down. Let's switch it out. I'm gonna try to remember where it was because that was perfect tension. So let's go to that right side. Okay, so rolling the shoulders up, down, and back. Up and down. Take it up and down. Ooh. So I'm keeping with my lighter band right now. If this felt too easy, you could pick up your heavier band. Another fun modification is to do a weight along with the band. So holding, say, 2, 3, 5, and doing the band. Try it sometime, it's hard, but fun. And down, nice job. Take it up, down, and down. Whew. Keep breathing, and down. So we exhale to lift, inhale to lower. 4, and down. 3, and down, standing nice and tall. 2, and down. Last one, and down. Nice job. Now we're going to move back of the arm to that tricep. I'm going to turn on profile, so we're going to go to that left side first. So normally we do a tricep press with our palm in. We're going to go ahead and put that palm back. So you can go ahead and come down a little bit. So I'm coming just a little bit down. I'm going to try to keep my arms straight. Sometimes we want the wrist to flex. That's telling you the weight's too heavy. So go ahead and take that arm back, pulse and down, pulse and down. Nice job. So this is just a straight arm tricep lift. Pull that core in, because what you can see sometimes is people pushing their torso forward instead of just letting that arm do the work. I felt my tricep there. Okay, you keep pressing if you've got that band. Just a reminder for those of you who are doing the dumbbells, it's the same thing. Just press and press. If you're using a dumbbell, I want you to try, again, not to release the contraction. So that would be bringing all the way down. Try to keep it up a little bit. That mimics the band. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go to the other side. I didn't forget you dumbbell people. I just love using these bands. All right, so same thing, coming out that right side. Coming down a little bit into those legs. That palm is gonna go back. Roll those shoulders back. back and down, back and down. My hard thing on this is keeping my wrist straight. It wants to move. Don't let it. You're in control. Back and in, back and in. Tuck that chin. Keep that head in line with the spine. We like to drive that stress into the back. Core is tight. Back and in, back and in. I have to really concentrate on that wrist. Man. So I'm feeling it on the wrist. I'm going to keep going without my band for a minute. That's the important thing. If something doesn't feel right, listen to that and try something different. Okay, so back and in for 3 and 2 and 1. Still a workout. Body weight is always a workout. Don't worry. Okay, we just got 2 more exercises and then we're headed to doing both hands. Okay, so we've done some front shoulder work. Now we're going to go to a lat shoulder raise. So stepping on that band, I'm actually going to put both feet on it, and I'm just going to test my range of motion. Not quite enough. All right, here we go. Up and down. This is going to be a burner. Up and down. Up and down. So my range of motion is smaller because I want to maintain tension on the band. So I could bring it all the way down, but then that band flops. And down. Up. Whew, and down. Take it up. And down. Keep breathing for me. Up. And down. 2 more. Take it up. Ooh, and down. Last one. Up and down. Okay, let's come to the other side. That's a tricky one, and that's a tricky one to set up. If you're new to resistance bands, that's okay. Just do the best you can today. New, everything's new. So come to that right side. Let's just check our setup. Up, up, down, down, great. And again, we want that wrist to stay in line. With these handles, it's easy to torque on your wrist. Here we go. Take it up and up, down and down, up. As soon as you feel slack in that band, that's where you're going to stop. So don't worry so much about the range of motion. It shouldn't be coming above your shoulder, just like we try to do in a regular class. But if it's a smaller range, check that wrist. Telling myself that, keep the shoulders down, up. Whew, this one is hard. This is hard. Up, up, down, down. Give me 4. I'm going to watch that wrist. 3 and down. I'm literally watching my wrist. And down. Also feel this in the forearms much more than our other work. All right, one more thing. Single-sided. Let's be kind of a lat pull press. I don't exactly know what to call this one. So you need a bigger range of motion for this. So we're going to press up, over, in, down, up, over, in, and down. Again, we're still not losing that contraction. As much as possible, we want to think of ourselves between 2 walls. So it's comforting sometimes to turn, or we like lean forward, but we just want to move in one plane, up, across, over, and down, up, across, over. And my alignment's not perfect. I'm a work in progress, but I try. Take it up, over, and down. Last one, over, and down. Well, I felt bicep in that. I felt lats, outer back. All right, let's set up on the right side, and then we're going to go to our double moves. All right, so holding on to that nice and strong. Here we go. Up, across, in, and down. Up, across, in, and down. Up, across, in. Really trying to stay in that plane, but it's hard. Actually, I'm proud. I've had no band shooting incidents. I was practicing this workout during my dry run, and the band may or may not have shot itself across the room. Thankfully, there was no video proof of that. So if you have a band mishap, that's okay. I get it too. Up, across, One more time, make it your best. Up, across, in, and down. Ooh, let's give those shoulders a roll. All right, that's the end of our single arm work. So you're gonna wanna pick up dumbbells, 2 dumbbells if you've got that. If you only have one, that's okay. You can also alternate. I'll let you know when we're halfway. Okay, so we're gonna start with a rotator cuff. So I want you to not hold the handles of the band. I'm holding the band here. We're gonna pull our elbows nice into the side. And this has gotta be gentle. We gotta be careful with the rotator cuff up here. So we're just gonna hold that band and we're gonna pull out and in. So look how little my arms are moving. I'm gonna step forward a little bit and in. Nice job. So out and in. It's tiny. Out and in. If you had a weight, you would just be holding it like a bicep curl pulse and just pulling out and in and in. But those elbows are staying where they're nice and stacked. Just ignore my handles going around and in. This is a great exercise to do regularly for that. Cool rotator cuff. Out, in, and in. 2 more, and in. Last one, out. Woo, and in. Go ahead and stand on that band. We're gonna do some bicep pulses. You can do this with dumbbells too, same thing. And remember, you can always be kneeling for any of these exercises if the band doesn't have enough range of motion for you. So go ahead, inhale, exhale. Stand up nice and tall, a little soft bend in the knees. Keep those wrists straight. Just pulse it up, a little up. Just more on the biceps. You're welcome. You can do it now. A little up, little up, little up. Woo! Breathe it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Just rest for a second. We're going to do another set. You're welcome. Woo. Okay. Go ahead and rotate those, roll those shoulders back. Bring those palms forward. And then slightly stand up. So you can keep the pulse here in a regular curl, or you can come out to a W curl and pulse. Little pulse, little pulse. You have to breathe. A little pulse. My biceps are shaking. I don't know if you can see, but they're shaking. They feel so weird. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, we can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go ahead. I need a release. So go ahead and extend. Doesn't matter which arm. Hold your under the 4 fingers. Wow. I just needed a release. So I need a little release. And then we're going to go down on the mat for a final exercise. You have dumbbells. What I want you to do for this one is an upright row. So I'm going to show you that really quick. If you've got the band, you can go ahead and take a seat. But if you're going to be doing the row with your dumbbells, what I want you to do is be in a nice parallel hips distance, bending the knees, pitching forward, rolling the shoulders up, down, around, and back. You can either alternate your rows, or if you're feeling really strong, you can pull both together. But same exercise, you're just going to be standing. It's a little awkward to roll with dumbbells seated. All right, so my dumbbell people, you know what you're doing. My wonderful band people, you're going to go ahead and join me, and we're going to do seated. This may or may not have been the exercise where there was a mishap. So we're going to be doing a row. I'm actually not going to hold on to my handles. It's a little too easy for me. So I've got these nice flexed feet. I'm sitting up nice and tall, and I'm just going to row back and forward. Row back and forward. So to make it harder, all you need to do is walk those hands down that band a little bit. So we're sitting nice and tall, thinking about those mid-back muscles. Pull it together. Take it back and forward. This is our last exercise before our stretch. And last, you want to go back and do it a second time through. And if you do, go rock star and forward. Take it back and back. And again, if you wanted to make this easier, what could you do? You could wrap it around one foot. You could grasp onto the handles, which would make the tubes longer. So again, if tubes are new to you, you just have to play with it a little bit to figure out what's going to work for you. So you get standing, single side, double side. I do like the single side because it allows us to really isolate and your muscles don't have anywhere to hide. We do a lot of things together, so I like that we did some single side today. Ooh. All right, we have about 30 more seconds. We're doing this one nice and long. You can start and stop if you need to. If you need to do body weight, you could just pull back, pretending that you had your band. It's okay too. Nice job. Got 10 more seconds. Yes, we can. Sit tall. Feet are flexed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Step that band aside. You get a great, nice stretch. So we're going to go ahead and start with a spine twist. You can go ahead and cross your legs if that feels comfortable to you. That's where we're going to start. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to come to the left side first, taking the right arm to left knee and starting to twist. So we want to twist from our torso. So sitting up nice and tall. We don't want to roll. So this back arm can be used as a kickstand. So here we are, sitting up nice and tall, rotating. So not here. Nice and tall. A lot of times in twists, people want to become an owl and go all the way around. It's really not necessary. We're just trying to really stretch through this mid back. All right, let's go ahead and come to the other side. So now taking left hand to right knee, steady up tall. I'm not even facing you anymore. Okay, I want to release that low back. We did get some low back work and some core stabilizing work. We're just going to come into a nice wide forward fold. So step out your feet at least to max width. Keep your knees nice and bent. Actually, the more bent, the better, because we're trying to get this into the back, not the hamstrings. So go ahead and just let the head come forward. You can hold on to a support. You can drop your hands to the floor, or you can reach your opposite elbows and really come and hang. So feel your spine zipping. If you're like me, you might get some snap, crackle, and pop in the spine. And maybe just a little rock side to side. Again, we're trying to feel this in the high glute. Go back, you will get some hamstring if you're tight. Now go ahead, bend those knees. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Shoulders go up, down, around, and back. Up, down, around, and back. Let's come into our shoulder stretch. Left arm across the body. Flowing the shoulder down into its place. This stretch is not enough for you. Just go ahead and head over to the channel and find even more stretching. And taking that left arm up and then up and over for a tricep stretch. Closing that rib cage. Only lifting the head if you have that flexibility in the upper thoracic spine to do so. Let's release that. Let's come to the other side. So now bring the right arm around, rolling that shoulder back into its place. So hopefully you like that. That's a little bit different. Let's take this arm up and over for the tricep. Next week we have a whole, that's why I wear this shirt, 60-minute mobility balance workout for you. Really excited about this. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of compound moves, a lot of common moves we've done with a balance aspect to it. And then 2 weeks from today, we have our ankle weight workout, which you can use dumbbells for in a couple cases, but the rest of it will be body weight. Ankle weights are fun. It's going to be hard. Okay, let's bring those arms down. Let's go ahead and reach those arms up. And again, using that left arm up and over. So trying to rotate open, not closed. Nice. Go ahead and bring it down. Take a hand on top of the head. Bring left shoulder to left ear for neck stretch. And help that head back up, other side, up and over. So again, not pitching forward. If anything, opening a little bit up. And coming back up, head to the top, into the top of the head, right ear towards right shoulder. It'll be up in the feelings here. Help your head back up. Nice big inhale up. Go ahead and reach back, slight little upper back bend. Come back to center and hands to heart center. Thanks for joining me for today's Express Bar workout with the resistance bands. I hope you liked it. I'm also planning the April classes, so I've got a request for a sliders class. That's going to be coming. I have a request for a 30-minute balance workout. That's going to be coming. So if you have any other requests for the month of April, send me a note, comment on my Instagram, put a note in the comments to this video so I can include that perhaps in our April classes. So thanks everyone. Be safe, be well. Bye.